Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another X-Men Evolution reaction for you guys. This is the beginning of the end of X-Men Evolution, unfortunately. This is part 1 of the final 2 episodes ever of X-Men Evolution. This is Season 4, Episode 8, Ascension, Part 1. And it's crazy to think that we are now here at the basically start of the end of the show. And it's unfortunate this season has only 9 episodes total, which is kind of ridiculous, but regardless, we are here with the final 2 episodes here, of course, starting with part 1 here. Now, for some reason, I'm not sure why, with this fan kind of HD innocence quality, kind of basically trying to upscale and make the show look a little bit better, for some reason, these final 2 episodes are split apart, because normally, whenever there's 2 parts in like season 1, 2, and 3 to wrap up each season, they're combined into one giant episode. But for some reason, Ascension Part 1 and Part 2, which is the final episode, Episode 9, have been split apart like they normally would have been. So they're not put together as one, which is kind of surprising. But anyways, I wanted to watch part 1 and then save part 2 for next week. I didn't want to watch both of them back to back because I wanted to kind of give the show another week on the channel because we're ending the show. We're wrapping it up. It's not like we're ending another season going to the next season after this. This is it. I'm assuming that this is going to be Apocalypse-centric, because literally Apocalypse has not really been centered on really that much at all this season, which is really unfortunate. But that's the way the show kind of has been structured for a good portion of it, where we do have a main villain or kind of a main arc we're following, but then there's a lot of sidetracking throughout a season. In this case, we have less episodes. I would have thought maybe the final season is going to really heavily focus on Apocalypse, or at least we're going to get a good portion of Apocalypse, and we really haven't. So maybe we're going to get Apocalypse heavy in the last 2 episodes, which I'm hoping that better be the case, which I'm assuming it will be, because it's a 2-parter, and we're wrapping up the show, and we introduced Apocalypse officially at the end of Season 3 in the finale there, so we kind of have to focus on Apocalypse here. So let's dive into now, guys, the beginning of the end of X-Men Evolution Ascension Part 1. Let's dive in, guys. Let's see what they show us. Let's go. We're going inside. Another barrier.
Mysterious dome appears. I can read palms too, bub. And your future ain't looking too good.
They're now finally going after this guy.
Hello, Mesmero.
This should have happened sooner, I think.
Too late. Evolution is upon us, and there is nothing you can do to stop it. He will be back for me.
You were discarded, Mesmero. You owe him no allegiance, so please tell me what Apocalypse is planning.
The wrath of Apocalypse is
He is not your primary concern. Not
I
at
am.
this moment.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Huh?
Yes, 3 pyramids. They're powered by the Sphinx. And Apocalypse.
You're going to confront Apocalypse, aren't you?
Yes,
Ooh.
I am.
Oh shit.
After what happened to Magneto? I seriously doubt Apocalypse is interested in our point of view.
But open
You never know.
dialogue is the first step to a peaceful resolution. If something should go wrong, I need you here alongside the X-Men. Whatever happens, you must be strong. For everyone.
He might not come back. He's choosing to leave because he needs to try. What?
It's not too late to find another way.
I'm afraid it is. The longer we wait, the harder it will be to stop this.
He's activated the Cerebro headgear, relaying signal to you.
Oh shit.
I'm receiving it. Professor, your powers are at full amplification.
Oh shit.
Look at him.
Exactly.
Charles Xavier.
Dude.
I know who you are. I am but an instrument of destiny.
Instrument.
It's a
Okay.
destiny of destruction.
The future came to me in that craft.
The human race does not need your help.
Since when has mankind ever known what it needs?
Leave him alone!
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh shit, no, no. That was intense. This is confirming to me this is, like, Magneto was not killed. I mean, I figured as much. He, like, even though we don't know what he just did to Storm and Professor X, like, there's no way you take out Magneto, Professor X, and Storm like that. You know what I'm saying? So they're not dead. But he did something to them. And the dialogue and the voice of Apocalypse, so cool. Anyways, let's get back into it. I'll talk more about this in the review. Anyways, holy crap. Thing is, she's really upset. The Phoenix may be able to do something, but the Phoenix has not risen yet.
I need to keep you from immediately trying to retaliate.
That chance.
You resurrected the Sentinel program.
Well,
You just made a bigger mess of this.
them Sentinels ain't gonna do nothing, unfortunately. Nothing. Just destroying shit, why not? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
We should actually be able to breach them and then destroy those pyramids.
Brilliant.
He's getting angry. He's fucking pissed. Wait a minute. It's the Horseman. Oh my god, yeah, exactly. It's exactly.
My horsemen, you are needed.
Mystique too. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a lineup. That is a lineup for the Apocalypse Horseman. Okay, that's fucking cool. Okay, I gotta admit, that's pretty awesome. Dude, he made some good choices for characters and shit. Oh my god, okay. Here's the thing, I don't know how you wrap this up. I need a word. How you wrap this up in next episode. You know what I'm saying?
We need 4 teams, one at each dome and one at the Sphinx. Absolutely must gain control of those locations. And Rogue, you come with me. I've got a special assignment for you.
Forget it.
Come on, lads.
Come on, we need
let's ask
everybody.
the others.
Just let Apocalypse turn the world into mutants. Maybe he's onto something.
Okay. And that's a pretty good person to have a part of this team. The thing is, they need more Sentinels than the few that they're sending, you know? It worked. Okay, those Sentinels are doing some good in terms of taking down the pyramids. Giant tornado, of course. So the pyramids are now vulnerable to attacks now. That's weird to see Professor X like this.
We are in for the fight of our lives.
Let's do it. Oh. Sentinel's still coming, still trying to fight. You know, Magneto's gonna fucking... Whoa. It's a weird visual, man. And it's pretty much showing how powerful they are right now. So who are they all bringing? Oh, shit. Spike. Alright. Angel. Oh. Okay, awesome. To be continued. All the teams. Ooh. And there you guys have it. One thing that before we jump into everything else, I wonder what Rogue's special assignment was, because Wolverine's like, hey, Rogue, I got a special assignment for you. And then we don't see what that is, and she's not in any of the shots that I remembered. I don't think so. No, let me actually double check to make sure. Just to check. 1 second. No. So I don't know what her special assignment is. Maybe she's going to get Gambit. Maybe, or I don't know. I guess part 2 we'll find out what the special assignment is. Okay, so this was a great start to this 2-part arc, because literally Apocalypse's transformation, his voice is great. I don't even know who's doing the voice. Whoever it is, it's great. Also, too, when he was gigantic and revealing the Horseman, Horseman, I need you, or whatever. Like, his voice was modulated in a way kind of like the 90s animated series, in a sense, like where his voice, changed. Like, the voice actor for Apocalypse in the 90s animated series was so, like, perfect for that kind of tone of the show and the look and everything. But the voice modulated and changed when he was gigantic for a little bit, so that was a cool little moment to see a gigantic Apocalypse for a second. His choices, by the way, for his Four Horsemen, very good choices. I knew Magneto wasn't dead. Mystique is the only one that, like, okay, so I'm guessing Mystique when it was a, like, basically statue version, that wasn't actually Mystique at all. Like, there's no other explanation to how Mystique is just there as a horseman of the Apocalypse, one of the Four Horsemen for Apocalypse. But it's Mystique, Magneto, Storm, and Professor X, and some really damn good choices. Now, if you wanted to be technical, Mystique, we could swap for Jean, because Jean is very powerful. They had already teased, course, in seasons ago. They had teased Jean and the Phoenix Force, and I think the Phoenix Force, if Apocalypse was fighting Jean when she was the Phoenix, or Dark Phoenix, he might lose. Maybe not. Don't know. But the thing is, sending those Sentinels and everything as a diversion, they kind of knew he was going to defeat them. It's like, he still got attacked a little bit and got hurt a little bit, so, it did work in a sense, but having S.H.I.E.L.D. there and everything, of course, mainly just having Nick Fury there was kind of interesting, because he's been a part of the show a little bit. And the thing is, too, I think this is really confirming as well, unless Part 2 does something I'm not expecting. I don't think they're going to do this. Of course, we had Cap in an episode of X-Men Evolution here, and we kind of, at least I've expected, there's other heroes out in the world, but they're not involved in this show. Like, they're not really revealing themselves, or they're not really talking about them, or I don't know. Maybe in this universe, the X-Men are kind of really it. Maybe. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. I felt the call coming. I had to let it go. So I'm going to try my best to kind of pull away when I have to cough, so I can help with the editing, because I don't want to keep cutting around my cough, so I'll try my best to maintain. I'm trying to get over a sickness. Sorry. Because I don't expect we're going to see any other heroes show up in this, because literally the show has only really covered Cap and Nick Fury outside of the X-Men, so I'm not expecting anything else, even though Apocalypse is literally threatening to turn the majority of everybody to mutants, and there's going to be many people that don't actually survive the transformation, which is kind of crazy as well at the same time. Like, I'm not sure what that means in terms of their genes or whatever, or their kind of mutation they would be going through. Not really sure at all. I felt it coming up again. But yeah, this was a very good episode. And the tease at the end with the different teams, I'm really excited to see how they're going to go. I don't know. I'm trying to think, how are they going to go about doing this? Like, wrapping this up. Like, what are they going to do exactly? Like, I really don't know what they're going to do. Because they don't have, especially Professor X and Magneto, to kind of stop Apocalypse. So I'm not sure what the plan is here to stop Apocalypse. I don't know, because we have one episode left. I guess I would feel differently if this was like a 4-part finale or a 3-part finale, like we had more time to kind of set it up. Like, even though they've been setting up how dangerous Apocalypse has been since season 3, but still, you get my point. I don't know what they're going to do. No idea. And that's the fun part about it, because I don't know, like, what route are they going to take? Because I honestly thought a portion of this story, or at least setting up Apocalypse and shit, and the idea of, like, turning all of humanity into mutants, I was hoping it would be set up sooner, like in the season, versus like having Apocalypse in the season 4 finale, and then other stuff, and then, oh, by the way, like a mention here, a mention there, and then boom, here we are with Apocalypse part 2-part finale. They wrap up the show and the season, but rarely wrapping up the show. So that is kind of a bummer at the same time. Wow. So I don't know. I think that's the fun part, like, not knowing, like, what. I guess they're going to have to find ways to kind of break their connection to Apocalypse, and then that's going to be the turning point. So maybe their goal is to try to turn each of the 4 horsemen, each of them, back to themselves, and then all come together to take on Apocalypse or something. My guess it's got to be Magneto, Professor X, Storm, Mystique, Jean, and a few others probably working together, specifically I don't know about every single person, but you get my point. Like, even Scarlet Witch, some really specific people being a part of how to take him down specifically, or what they're going to do, or I don't know. Like, I don't know how they're going to stop. Like, I have no clue. Like, that's the fun part about it. It's great setup. Like I said, love the voice, love the design of when he transformed into more of what we expect. But it's familiar in a sense in terms of the look of Apocalypse, but it's also unique. It's also different. It's like trying to do its own thing, and I appreciate that, because if they just did what we kind of seen in the comics, and it's like, okay, this is like, it looks like Apocalypse, but they're going their own direction design-wise. And that's what the show's done pretty much since the beginning. Like, they're being familiar in a sense in terms of the character designs, but doing their own thing, standing out. And they do the same thing here with Apocalypse. And the back and forth between him and Professor X was so good. Some great dialogue. Some great dialogue from that. And I really am excited for how they're gonna, because to me, I don't know how, because I feel like the show isn't really over. Like, yeah, there could be more stories to tell, but nothing on the grand scale of Apocalypse, unless you start going the route of Onslaught or shit or something like that, or bringing the Fantastic Four for Galactus and shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's more stories to tell, so I don't know how they're gonna wrap up and kind of end this show, because they've set this up to where a lot of these characters still have plenty more growth to go. So I'm not sure how they're gonna manage finding a wrapping up point with stopping Apocalypse, or at least kind of, because I don't know if they had plans for, I should look into this, but I really don't want to at the same time until I watch part 2, because I don't want to spoil anything, because maybe they had plans for season 5, there was a plan, and maybe I don't know, like I said, I have no idea. But yeah, so I had a great time watching this episode. I was really getting excited, and it's also, as I'm watching the episode, just realizing as the time's going by that, this is literally the second to last episode ever of X-Men Evolution, of the show in general, and that I'm going to be watching for the first time. It's been a fun journey. Thankfully, there's still one more episode to go, so it's not like it's over, but pretty close. So overall, I've had a great time with this show. Definitely will hopefully be talking more, hopefully not sick and coughing and stuff, to kind of do a longer kind of discussion video at the end of the last episode next week. But yeah, this was definitely a great opening, and kind of setting the stage for this final showdown that is definitely epic and deserving of the show, because the show has done a lot of things. Like, when you really think about all the stuff they've covered, all the characters they've covered, they've done a lot. So it deserves a kind of grand finale in a sense with Apocalypse. So I can't wait to see what they do, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the reaction. Sorry for the sickness and everything and coughing. I do apologize, guys. It definitely was worse way worse than this a couple days ago. So I'm getting over it. It's just unfortunately still here with me a little bit, but I do appreciate you guys supporting the videos and supporting the content. And thank you guys so much for supporting X-Men Evolution specifically. And yeah, next week is, of course, part 2 of Ascension, but also the ending of X-Men Evolution. It's kind of unfortunate, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.